Right, with a little bit of confusion, um, then obviously, um, with a little bit of, well, basically, with me kicking out and me getting kicked from the lobby and everything disconnecting, I'm finally back. Sorry for all this. Hopefully, until the end, it will be all calm. Hopefully, I won't have to restart anymore. Um, Before I continue with actually commentating this, I will quickly um, I'll just really quickly oh, what's good? Um, Speak with people on the Discord and everything like that. So Right, anyway. Okay. Right, so, it's the formation lap, and what's going? I'm just quickly trying to sort out something in the commentators chat at the moment. Anyway, I need to focus on the race. Right. So it's Kazel on pole with Johnny in second, Cillian third, Abmo fourth, Pogel fifth, Trems sixth. Jesus, sorry, but I will not pronounce that name. Right, and obviously you got the rest of the grid there. As the drivers are finally in the grid slots for the race, it's 5 lights, first, second, third, fourth and fifth, and it's 5 red lights, and away we go. Right there, it's quite of a slow start for most of the drivers, which McLaren got a brilliant start off Pogel, going into turn 1 now. Here in Austria, in lap 1, and it's absolute no carnage at all, surprisingly. But Gino making up positions quite easily as we head into turn 3 now. Johnny was up ahead, but they go side by side, 3 wide into turn 3. Johnny goes off track, and Pogel picks up a couple of positions actually, with Kazel dropping down to third. Pogel is now in the lead, going into turn 4 between these 3 drivers. And it's going to be Kazel, probably, who's on the inside line to take second place with Pogel, who's now on the inside line going into turn 5 as Kazel is on the outside trying to make a move there. And he sticks it like it's bread and butter with the Alfa Romeo driver in 4th, Cillian in 5th, Caxel 6th, which is a massive surprise. Abmo in 7th. MBMA in 8th, Malacca in 9th, and Jaileri in 10th. As we look further down the grid, no position changes so far, and there's the mini-map here. Let's have a look further up the grid, as that's where the most entertaining part should be. Kazel holds first from Pogel to Johnny for now, but as we head into turn 4 of the second lap of this ALR Grand Prix, there should be some position changes going into turn 4, but it doesn't seem like it looking down the grid. No one went side by side or anything, so that's a massive surprise, as Daniel in 20th, probably making a pit stop quite early on. or a broken front wing or something, with Arctic Squirrel in 19th, probably taking damage on lap 1 or spinning out. As we have a spinner of pointers and no safety car, surprisingly, with Kazel up in setting the fastest lap so far. And is there going to be any moves going into turn 1 with DRS now enabled? Abmo with a beautiful exit on Caxel. Caxel trying to defend with all his might here. As we look on the back of Abmo, we see MBMA not going for the move here. Going into turn 3. However, this is nice and packed for now. However, oh, there we go. We got battles here between Malaka, MBMA, as Malaka is on the inside line of MBMA. MBMA on the outside tries to defend. However, Malaka just gets the better exit out of turn 4. We got Caxel here in 9th for now. Not many things happening at the moment just yet anyway. We tried to see Caxel here, thought about making a move on MBMA, going into turn 11, turn 10, sorry, I think it was. As we see here, most of the drivers now got DRS. I know it's going to become a DRS train at this point, if they stay within 1 second, which most of them are. Abmo with a beautiful gap of 1 second, which will give him nice distance, as Caxel tried to go on the inside of MBMA. MBMA with a beautiful switchback and gets Caxel, but Caxel is on a charge with no ERS deployment, and JLary keeping it safe. Malaka in between the two cars with Caxel trying everything at the moment. As we go into turn 5, and Malaka easy overtake, does it on the outside of turn 5. Going into turn 6 now, and now turn 7 with these drivers, and there are yellow flags for one of the drivers. I'm pretty sure it's Cunnington. Setting us the yellow flags, probably a spinner with Cillian now on a fastest lap. As we head into lap 5 of 36, with Malaka already with a 3-second time penalty, which already gives him a small chance of winning this race, with now Caxel having to defend against a lot of drivers, and the Ferrari duo of JLary and Major now on a charge on the AlphaTauri driver, with, as you see here, the JLary's POV. You see the gap that he has on Major, and he tries to stay with Caxel for now, but obviously that will all probably change, as I need to get the T2, there it is, and there he is, JLary again. Tyres. Yep, hold on, there we go. There's the tyres for you. Most of the drivers on a medium compound tyre, with only Trends on a hard compound tyre, which is very surprising. But there goes Caxel, still having to defend as Johnny on a spin going into turn 1. And there goes JLary around the outside. There they go. On the AlphaTauri, Mano Caxel. Caxel having to defend on the inside line, with now JLary on the outside. Bang tyres as JLary drives onto the curb. And Caxel, having the DRS deployment, they still go side by side going into turn 4 with JLary on the outside. And Caxel probably having the better exit, but JLary having to defend around the inside. JLary goes, but Caxel with the better traction goes on the outside, as the other AlphaTauri man of Swabsy is now attacking Major for 11th place for that final points spot, but Major seems to be falling out of the pack, as now it's AlphaTauri ahead of the Ferraris, as ALR tries to defend against the AlphaTauri man, and he goes ahead. And now Major on ALR now, but he's still not had enough. Major, as he goes round the outside of Swabsy, I think, as he goes off track, and probably costing him lots of positions. But Trems from out of nowhere just literally just says hello and basically is up into 9th. Rosform in 11th as he tries to chase down ALR for 10th just now. However, there goes Swabsy on his own teammates. No team orders here. Franz Tost says drive ahead for these two drivers. However, they still go side by side, going into turn 11, and Swabsy finally takes 7th as Trems now on Caxel with the DRS deployment. As now Caxel somehow just took back the position, as now Rosform is ahead. And there goes the massive DRS train we got here. Going into turn 3 we go. And Jesus, what do I commentate on? Rosform up into 9th. ALR up into 10th, with Trems down in 11th now. Battles literally everywhere, as now Noof joins the party from pretty much out of nowhere. Major's out of ERS deployment, as Trems is down in 12th, as Kazel, the race leader, picks up a 3-second time penalty for track limits, as it is on strict. And Rosform around the outside of Caxel here, probably going into turn 10, round the outside, easy move does it for Rosform, as Noof Squidis as well picks up a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting, as ALR on Caxel, probably Caxel having to go on the inside and out, as Rosform spinners into turn 1. And there he goes, as Caxel has free DRS pretty much, as ALR ran the outside of turn 3, and nothing will happen from this as he tries to do something, as we drive ahead with ALR now, and that pretty much won't do. But those drivers are completely out of ERS, that's for sure, as Swabsy just pretty much pulled ahead from the rest of the pack, as we see here 2 seconds on his own teammate, as he pretty much left him for dead. Swabsy did, and left Caxel to fight alone in this battle, as the two Ferraris on a charge for higher points as well, as they only got 3 points at the moment, trying to make it probably 6 points, I think, as there goes Caxel trying to defend on the inside line, as I get a really bad view, and there goes ALR going into turn 1. And Major as well opens the DRS flap, as ALR on the back of the AlphaTauri he goes. As you see here, he tries to go on the inside line, but he has to take him round the outside. Caxel forces ALR to keep it clean, and there they go, round turn 3 on the last DRS. There goes ALR on the inside now of Caxel. Caxel cut in the path, and that is ALR's front wing gone, I think, which it isn't, surprisingly, and I thought it was. However, that was a really dangerous move from Caxel there, very late on the brakes, but not many moves are happening just for now, as Daniel picks up a 3-second time penalty, as I will open the penalties right now actually. Kazel running away with it, with Pogo in second. The Alfa Romeo driver in 3rd place, with MBMA trying to chase down the Alfa Romeo driver, who's in third, looking for that podium position. But as we try to focus on this battle right here, we go 3 wide, probably into turn 3 here. It's a Ferrari sandwich. And is Major going to make the move, stick around the outside of Caxel, and Caxel with a better entry and better exit, he makes it 8. He makes it 8 for now, as it's the Ferrari's, the Scuderia, Ferrari, no team orders, blocking the Haas completely. Major decides to go ahead of ALR, and the Haas takes the brilliant line, and ALR takes a very wide line going into turn 5, but which probably cost him a position, but he's trying to make it back. As there goes Trems. There he goes up into 10th, as Major is still after Caxel, and there goes his DRS with no ERS at all, as Caxel's on the inside and Major's on the out. Who's going to make it 8? It's still going to be Caxel with a switchback from Major. It could just happen for the Scuderia Ferrari, man, as Caxel tries to defend everywhere. And it won't happen, but he tries to go around the outside, braking very late. And Caxel holds on for another day, as Trems now with the DRS makes it easy. And he's up into 8th. Caxel can't do nothing against that. But there goes Titchy Boom from out of nowhere in the Aston Martin. But ALR holds 10th, the final position for the points, as this is a brilliant midfield fight, as we see here. But we also have a battle going on at the front of the pack. I'm not sure who it is. However, one of the drivers is just making a move, or I think is trying to make a move on Pogel. One of the Alpine drivers, I'm pretty sure. So Daniel has already been lapped by the race leader, and there goes Caxel having to defend again with no DRS for how many laps now? As Digiboom picks up a position, and now it's the Ferrari duo again after another team of Aston Martin. And is it going to be for him? It's not going. It's going to be maybe, as we see here. Major picks up into the points as Cillian out of nowhere. As where's he come from? Probably from the pit lane. He's up into 10th. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, Pyro, you commentate. If only I was Pyro. Pyro's levels ahead. However, it's extras if you want to know, but still. Pyro's racing. If you want to watch Pyro, he's driving in tier 2. So, which is a different stream. So, yeah. But there go, there's Cillian on Caxel with the DRS on Caxel, but he won't make it at all, as Caxel held at a defensive line, but costing time, as now the Alfa Romeo driver of Cillian will probably be up into 9th place, as there he is around the outside of Caxel, off track though, so it will cost him, as Major now is up into 10th. Cillian drops down to 11th for now. However, that won't really cost him too much time, as pretty much he's already on the back of Major. Just pressing. Too bad, don't commentate for tier 2 Mondays like this. It's hard to keep up. It's really hard to keep up. What is Aman doing here? Aman, what are you doing? There goes MPMA into the pits. For now, as Major is up into 9th on Caxel. Caxel taking a very defensive line as Cillian up into 10th. Trems, I think, just pitted. Yes, he did. Major's up into 8th now. That midfield fight is going to continue. Going into lap 15. Cillian in 9th, as he was at the front of the pack. With the DRS on Major, as he sees MBMA ahead of him as well. Tichiboom in 10th, 10th, Noof Squidis in 11th, as he's getting pressured from the other. Looks like they stuck together, Active Square and Tichiboom, for the 3rd consecutive season. These two, Actic and Tichy, from season 8 until season 10, so that's 2. Jesus, my maths is completely off, looks like. Atmo picks himself up into 3rd place, looks like. As now it looks like it's the pit lane phase, so most of the drivers will now start to come into the pits. As let's have a look at this battle here. Noof still in 9th as he has the DRS on Tichy. Tichy trying to defend on the outside, however Noof makes it easy around the outside and picks himself up into 8th as Malaka now is Noof. Spinner out of turn 3, and Malaka still, as I was saying, Malaka has the DRS on NBMA, but now the 2 Aston Martins of Tichy and Arctic, 8th and 9. Rosthorn picking up some positions following his spinner from turn 1 on lap 11 or something, I'm pretty sure it was. Swabsy already pitted, so let's have a look at the tyres for now. As the Aston Martin duo still haven't pitted, so they're going to lose a lot of time. And I'm pretty sure Tichy just pit. Yes, he did. So they're probably in a party or something, talking to each other, depending on well, what they're trying to do. We look further up the grid. The top 2 remain the same. Bogle, Kazel, then the Alfa Romeo driver still the same top 3. Trems now with the fastest lap on the medium compound tyre. Cillian up into 4th place following a undercut, which he has done. MBMA as well as he tries to chase down Cillian. Malaka now in 6th place. Arctic having to, well, he's going to have to make a massive defensive job if he wants to keep 7th. But obviously he's going to pit this lap, probably Rosthorn as well. Swabsy in 9th as he's on the back of Rosthorn, as we see here from his POV. Thankfully Rosthorn didn't spin there, otherwise that would have been a catastrophe. As now the Alfa Romeo driver now on the hard compound tyre, picking up some pace now in those hard tyres, as he just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. As Swabsy in 8th now on Ross form, as Ross will now have to do a massive defensive job as Abmo with a scare here, as there he is, the Alpha Tauri driver round the outside on Ross. Easy move does it, as also Abmo tries to do the exact same in the Mercedes, of Ross form spins again. And that's his front plate off. Not a sight you definitely want to see. But that is unfortunate from the Haas driver. And the leading steward especially. Thankfully he didn't cause any harm. But that's probably because of the old tyres that he has. Major in 11th. As he's going to chase down after the Haas. And it's going to be really easy, I'm pretty sure. As another 3-second time penalty is being added. Major up into 10th, no surprise, as Rosthorn keeps losing positions following his spinner into turn 3. And J-Larry as well. Nice and easy move. Well, keeps on driving, but still. Right, let's have a look. We have a battle at the front here between Malaka, Cillian and MBMA. Williams, Alfa Romeo and Red Bull, which is mental, if you ask me. Swabzy and Abmo trying to catch up to him as well, to 4th place at least, so that they can secure those high points. As we watch on into turn, I'm pretty sure 7, I think it was, or something like that. I can't tell anymore. Seriously. What to commentate? But yeah, they're pretty much in a league of their own. As Swabzy leads from Abmo. Abmo on a charge to keep up with Swabzy, which I think it could happen into turn 3 here. A move from DRS. Caxel picks up a 3-second time penalty. Round the outside goes the Mercedes driver, which I thought it would be, but unfortunately it doesn't happen for him, as Johnny is now on a charge as well, to keep up with his own teammate. But Major now on Trems, and who's going to keep the 10th position is going to be Major with a beautiful move, clean move, going into turn 3, as he sets the fastest first sector, which is a massive surprise. And Trems is all over the back of the Ferrari, as he has no ERS, and Abmo makes a move following the mistake, I think, from Swabzy. I think. There goes Trems and Major, battle for 10th, as you see Gilleri and Caxel trying to keep up with them, as they are nearly 2 seconds behind, 2.5 actually, if you say the exact numbers. And Trems now with the DRS, which won't do anything. However, at least it will bring him up closer a little bit. Major with completely no ERS is probably not going to make anything happen for himself. But other than that, there's absolutely no battles to be watched, except for the battle at the front between Malaka, Cillian and MBMA. So these three are just trying to keep up with each other, as Trems picks up a penalty following the exit of turn 4, I think, which is really unfortunate for him, as he is trying to chase down Major, and this will be costly if Major doesn't pick up any penalty points, which at the moment it doesn't seem to be the case. But Cillian here tries to get the better exit on the Red Bull driver, as there he is. Cillian on Malaka now, still holding ERS with the DRS, obviously. NBMA tries to watch from behind. Active Squirrel picks up a 3-second time penalty for crossing track limits, as Trems finally overtook Major for the lead, as they go side by side going into turn 4. But Major keeps it clean, thankfully, and well, basically lives another day, as we go back to the fight for 4th. Between Malaka, Cillian and MBMA. If you didn't know, then you know now. MBMA is slowly but surely falling away from Cillian and Malaka as well. As turn 1, he actually gained quite a bit of time. As there goes Cillian on Malaka, tries everything with a DRS, but I don't think it's going to be enough, as MBMA literally touched the rear wing of Cillian. There goes Malaka going into turn 4. Between them, and what has happened? Why were there yellow flags? Probably for Cunnington or something. Why are the yellow flags? Stupid, like. However, finally, Cillian made a massive mistake out of turn 5, and it cost him MBMA up into 5th, as now he has to try to keep up with Malaka so that he can get that crucial DRS, and he does, as Malaka is out of ERS, and he will have to try to catch up to Malaka now, so that Cillian can't overtake him, as he's doing a brilliant job for the Williams team. MBMA is. And there's Cillian as well. Abmo tries to close in as well. Following the fighting, he's closing up the gap very, very quickly. Abmo is. So we'll see about what happens later on. But there goes one of the AlphaTauri drivers on Caxel. Tichiboom looks like it is. So they go side by side going into turn 3. Tichiboom on the outside, Caxel on the inside. Caxel with a better traction. Easy does it for him, as there goes Tichiboom. Again, Noof picks up a 3-second time penalty as there's a spinner from the McLaren, and it's Noof who spins, as that could have been very risky. And Noof unfortunately spins again, as his teammate is trying to fight for the podium, as he has a good gap to, well, 3rd place. But now everyone's all over the place, pretty much, as these three just keep fighting it out for 4th. Malaka tries to stay ahead of MBMA and Cillian, and who knows what actually could happen, as all 3 of them are on their game. No mistake at all from them. But they are 14 seconds down to the podium. So you never. And there could be. There still could be a potential safety car with only 10 laps left already. That went really fast with no safety cars at all. Surprisingly. And Owen Malaka, 3 seconds. That equals 6. So MBMA and Cillian all the way down to, I think, Swabsy, I think. That's gonna cost Red Bull points heavily, as MBMA on the inside, but massive dive bomb, and he spins, no surprise at all. And that was really costly, but I rate the effort for. I do rate the effort, as there goes Swabsy on the inside of MBMA, even with the DRS. MBMA warm tyres, and Swabsy picks up a position quite easily. And, well, Rosform with a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, looks like. So he's going to try and rob the fastest lap from the other drivers, as they're, well, as looks like he's not going to be fighting for the points at all, looks like. There's Cillian and Malaka going into lap 27. Malaka still leading from Cillian, 4 and 5, as there goes Rosform, pretty much. As Cillian now, they go side by side, bang tyres, going into turn 3, and easy move does it for Cillian, but Malaka just went off track there, as you just saw, and unfortunately he lost track position. But there goes Abmo as well, as Rostorm has to give way, as he is the well, blue flags there are, so no surprise there. So, and Noof as well, so looks like there's going to be quite a bit of fighting going on between them, as MBMA tries to chase down after Swabsy, following his spinner in lap 27. And he's now behind the AlphaTauri, so he was fighting for 4th, and now he's trying to fight for 7th. Here, MBMA going into turn 1, as now he's on lap 28. And not too much, I think, will be happening here anymore. At all, as we might have a battle for second here, as ALR picked up a position on Johnny, looks like, as now he's beside Ditchyboom, and no DRS for either of them, looks like, as it's now a drag race to turn 3, and it's going to be Johnny who's going to be on the inside line, and Ditchyboom on the out, and obviously Johnny saves is 12th place, looks like. And I'm pretty sure now it's going to be, oh no, hold on, there we go. Most of the drivers will now be on soft tyres or medium compound tyre instead of the hards, looks like to me, as we got a battle for second between the Alfa Romeo driver and Pogel, as we see here. But let's go back to the penalties, as that's the most important. And Pogel, as now he tries to defend from the Alfa Romeo driver. We also have a drag race, I think, between Daniel and Cunnington. Caxel with a 3-second time penalty. His second one, actually. No DNFs. That's what's surprising. That's what really surprised me tonight. No DNFs from any of the drivers. No reports. And I'm just impressed. Jesus. And that's just going to give away time to the race leader. However, one of the drivers, I'm pretty sure it's MBMA on the exit of turn 6. Spun again. Malacca as well looks like he spun. And MBMA, from fighting for 4th, he's unfortunately gone down into 10th place. And that's going to cost a lot of hate now, as Johnny now, with the fastest lap of a 107.2, as we see here. Well, let's just stay on that battle for now, as it's one of the closest battles we have on track. Never mind, actually. Johnny and ALR going into turn 3 in lap 30, as the race leader just crossed the line, who's now up into 1st. As we have spinners everywhere, looks like, and Caxel looks like spun. So the race leaders have now lapped up to 16th. Looks like to me. And we might actually, if Kazel slows down enough, we might have a battle for 1st to end the race. Looks like. As Malakin just overtook Trems for 7th place. And I think that's what Kazel is doing. He's slowing down so that he can actually have a bit of fun. Between Pogel and the Alfa Romeo driver, and Caxel had to spin. And the safety car has come out. That makes it even more interesting, as Kazel, Pogel and the Alfa Romeo driver all pit for soft tyres, I think. Cillian will also pit for fresh rubber Admo as well. So now it's going to be a sprint race till the end of the race. This couldn't have gone any better. This could not have gone any better at all, as the race leaders all pitted for softs. No surprise, Kazel, Pogel and the Alfa Romeo driver all on soft tyres, as now we see this beautiful Vantage, the Aston Martin Vantage safety car come out. Which I fucking hate. Cillian on a set of intermediate tyres. Are you okay? Are you okay? As I'm pretty sure that is not the tyre that he wanted. I'm pretty sure. Well then, looks like Cillian is on intermediate tyres, which is meant for wets, for not damp conditions. However, it's meant for wet tyres, not dries. Are you okay? Malaka with another 3-second time penalty, bringing his penalties tally up to 9. Abmo in 4th, so he has a chance at the podium, but judging from the tyre compounds, probably won't happen. However, we will have a drag race until the end of the race, which is always entertaining to watch, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2 more laps of the safety car up until lap 34, and we will get racing hopefully. So this lap, I think, as the safety car has to leave 2 laps until the end of the race. So as it is in the game coding. So how is Cillian not pit? Why have you not pit? For soft tyres? You're mental. Cillian. This is a very interesting strategy call from the Alfa Romeo strategy, as the safety car isn't gonna come in, thankfully, so I can actually go for a really quick toilet break, really quick. Right, just in time. Just in time, just in time. Right, just in time. Right, so Caxton has left and safety car is in this lap. Perfectly timed toilet break. Like, literally. Couldn't have done it any better. Why are the people on intermediate tyres? Ross! Are you okay? So, with 2 laps remaining, actually, I can kind of tell why. Yes, right. No, it's not even starting to rain, as it's now a drag race to the end, with 2 laps to go. Kazel on the outside, Pogel on the in. It's going to be Kazel who stays ahead of Pogel, and it's still happening with now Swabsy up into 4th, Cillian who's now into 5th as well. It's still Pogel goes around the inside, and the Alfa Romeo driver now go with the brilliant exit into turn 4. He now leads the ALR Grand Prix, and Pogel is still in second. Kazel loses the lead as we head around turn 5 now. We're around turn 5 and Kazel all over the back of Pogo now as the rain is finally starting to drop. I just saw some droplets there, but that's not going to be enough to make the track wet enough. The Alfa Romeo driver leading the Austrian Grand Prix for the first time this race as well. No safety car will happen anymore as Malaka just retired from the race, and it's going to be joy for the Alfa Romeo driver as he's about to win the Austrian Grand Prix. Pogo has second, Kazel leading the whole race, settling in for third, I'm pretty sure, as this was all over again. Pretty much Lewis v Max Verstappen 2021, and it's going to be Alfa Romeo on top of the podium in Austria following a very late safety car. And what on earth happened, Reaper? I don't know myself. However, Alfa Romeo standing up proud on the podium, top spot again, and it's Swabsy who wins. It's AlphaTauri following the penalties which the drivers had. It's AlphaTauri who picks up the win. Alfa Romeo had to settle in for second, Kazel in third, Pogol in ninth, following a spinner probably. Johnny up into fourth. So he secured decent, brilliant points, as Haas as well 5th, Major 6th, Cillian 7th, Giuliani 8th, Pogel 9th, and pointers in the Williams, who hasn't really been, well, spoken about too much in this race at all, as he was not involved in much of the racing. This was a crazy ending. Crazy ending. As it's AlphaTauri on the top spot instead of the podium. Pierre Gasly would be really proud. As Swabsy picks up the win from 15th on the grid. Brilliant drive from Swabsy. The Alfa Romeo driver in second. Kazel settling in for third place. Johnny with, well, a brilliant qualifying. Unfortunately in fourth. Trems in 5th, Major 6th, Cillian in 7th, as he could have got good points just before, well, his spinner basically. Giuliani in 8th, Pogel in 9th after, well, he was basically on the start of the race on the podium. Pointers 10th, rounding off the points. Tichiboom, Abmo, Arctic, MBMA in 14th. Daniel Cunningford, Ross Thorne in 17th, Noof Squidis 18th, Malaka who DNF'd just before the race ended, and Caxel who basically brought out the safety car for a brilliant end to the race, with actually no reports. I don't think it will be, which will be a massive surprise to me if there will be any, because wow. That was really something. Wow. Well then. that's going to be the end of the stream. No interviews, no interviews. And, well, that's basically been tier 4. Sorry about the quali. Quali I just got just in time. But yeah, no, brilliant racing from tier 4 today. And, well, hopefully I'll be back for some Sunday comms next week, either tier 2 or tier 4. But obviously that all depends from the admins. So yeah, basically. I do have their quality times. I'm pretty sure it's right at the very start, I think, of the stream. Like, I just captured it, like, just before the end, so... Yeah, just, literally. If you look, nearly like 54 seconds. So, quality times and the race are both here. So, I'm going to round off the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the racing. Brilliant racing from Tier 4 today. And a brilliant finish to finish off the Austrian Grand Prix. And on to Circuit of the Americas, which will be next week Sunday. See you later, guys. And probably CT, Ice Demon, or Matt will be taking over, as I am only just a reserve. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the racing, basically, from these drivers, what they have produced. And that will be me out of the commentary box for now. See you guys.